Hi, my name is Shree and I am part of our Cultural Tapestries project. My story is about the living goddess of Nepal. In the heart of Nepal, where the tall mountains touch the sky and the rivers tell old stories, there lives a young girl called the living goddess or Kumari. This special tradition has been followed in Nepal for hundreds of years. A young girl is chosen to represent a goddess and is worshipped by the people of Nepal. She lives in a separate traditional house away from her own family residence and follows many rituals and ceremonies. She only leaves her house, Kumari Ghar, on special occasions. Nepal is a tiny country sandwiched between India and China. It is home to the world's tallest mountain, Mount Everest. The tradition of the living goddess started more than 300 years ago when the Hindu king of Kathmandu wanted to bring together the two main religions in Nepal, Hinduism and Buddhism. There are two main versions of story, each involving the king and the Hindu goddess Taleju. In one version, while playing a game of dice with Taleju, the king peeked behind the curtain that separated them. This angered the goddess, who refused to meet with the king again. In another version, the king's wife discovers the sacred meeting between the king and goddess. Again, the goddess was angered and refuses to continue to meet with the king. In both traditions, Taleju says that if the king wants to search for her representative, then they will find her within the Shake from the Newari community. The importance of this can't be overlooked. The Shake are Buddhist and the king is Hindu. This brings the two faith communities together. Over 300 years ago, the search began among the Shake families for a young girl to be the first Kumari. The girl needed to be fearless, calm, pure, and meet all the special qualities outlined by Taleju. The king decided this girl could be a symbol that both Hindus and Buddhists could honor together. It is believed that the Kumari is the incarnation of the goddess Taleju. A small group of Buddhist and Hindu leaders select the Kumari from amongst girls aged between 3 to 11 years old. She holds the role until she reaches puberty. Once chosen, she must undergo a range of rituals so she can become the divine Taleju and be presented as the new Kumari. The Kumari lives in a separate house from the duration of her divinity. She wears traditional red and gold clothing, her hair in a top knot, and special makeup for ceremonial occasions. The traditional makeup includes the Agni Chaksu or fire eye painted on her forehead as a symbol of her special powers of perception. Her feet are not to touch the ground, and she must not wear shoes or cover them. Petitioners customarily bring gifts and food offerings to the Kumari, who receives them in silence. Kumari's actions are closely watched, and any unusual actions are interpreted as a kind of prediction of the future. This tradition has become an important part of the culture of Nepal, particularly in Kathmandu Valley. The Kumari is not just a religious figure, but also a symbol of protection and respect. People believe that she has the power of the goddess and that she protects the people of Nepal. As time has passed, like many customs around the world, the living goddess tradition has changed to reflect societal and cultural norms. In the case of the Kumari, this has meant a greater focus on the well-being of the chosen young girl. While it is considered an honor to be selected, in recent years, the tradition has adopted with new rules introduced to provide the Kumari with the opportunity to be educated at her residence, to spend more time with her family, to play and interact with her friends. These changes focus on her well-being, making sure she is cared for and supported, and recognizing that she needs the same opportunities for growth and happiness as other children. I grew up in Nepal, where the Kumari continues to be seen as a link to divine forces. The people still believe that the living goddess has a unique power to predict or view disaster in the country and to protect the people of Nepal. She is still respected as a guardian for the community. The living goddess is worshipped by both Hindus and Buddhists as the protector of the community. I believe this story is important because it has built unity and peace between the followers of Hinduism and Buddhism as the two core religions in Kathmandu. The living goddess is an example of an unique practice in my culture, which gives children an important place when culture and religion often focuses primarily on adults. The story of the Kumari teaches us that traditions are important even as they evolve over time. The living goddess is no longer just a figure to be worshipped from afar to bring unity between the religions, but a reminder of how we should protect and care for all children, no matter where they come from. The Kumari's story shows that we can respect the past while also looking to the future, making sure both tradition and human dignity can coexist.